Hey guys, welcome to this week's Mare of Easttown review. So this is episode 4. It is called Poor Suspicions. Full spoilers from the start, as always. And this is a funny one because I think overall it's my least favourite episode. But at the same time, it actually gets going a bit more on the case stuff. We actually get some meaty developments on that side of things, which I did like. And it's still very watchable. I just felt there was kind of a lot of stuff, a lot of side drama in this one, which maybe could have been cut out. Um, so obviously, Mare is suspended at the start of this one, temporarily suspended, which means that Colin has to handle the case himself, but he's working with another partner, which is sort of weird for him. And we really get a sense of his feelings for Mare in this one because he's automatically brought her like coffee in the morning, expecting her to be there, only to be told it's someone else. And of course, he clashes with the other guy. So anyway, for at least part of the episode, Mare isn't working the case. She's told to leave the case alone while she's suspended, but of course that's not going to last long. And she's looking, she's like researching it at home, and there's again tension with her and her family over the whole adoption thing and the whole custody battle. One scene I didn't think we needed in this episode, which is again is a bit clunky and melodramatic, is there's a scene where there's a flashback to the kid's real birth mother when she was on drugs and really causing Mare a lot of issues, and basically her and her boyfriend at the time taking some money, stealing some money from drugs. That felt like a needless sort of flashback. But another thing we learn in this episode is that they do a DNA test to try and find out the identity of the baby of Erin's, the father of Erin's baby, if I can spit it out. But it turns out that neither Frank nor Dylan is the actual father, so that leaves a bit of a mystery hanging over that side of things. But the big development in the case during this episode is that because in the middle of the episode there's another victim. We see this girl who's clearly working as a prostitute. She gets in like a van with this mysterious guy, and he jumps on her basically, so it appears as though he's gonna rape her. And so she becomes the third victim essentially in this town. So they're sort of thinking like serial killer. And Mare, of course, not staying off the case at all. She teams up with Colin and they work together during the evenings. They go to visit Erin's best friend because they start to suspect that maybe there's a pattern here, because Ellie, who of course is the other missing girl, not being confirmed dead, she apparently worked as a prostitute, and so did the latest victim. So they're a bit sort of, the oddity is the fact that as far as they know, Erin didn't work as a prostitute. So trying to connect the dots, they go to a friend who actually reveals that she did in fact at least set up like an online profile to advertise her services out, because she wanted the money, she needed the money to pay for the baby's ear operation. Because that sort of comes up. How did she pay for the ear operation? Dylan sort of refused to pay for it. So we see actually that Aaron's friend shows them that she set up this account for her to attract sort of guys, and they investigate, and Mare asks for like a record of the computer logins and the guys who she actually contacted and hooked up with. But during the episode, also we get this thing where Dawn is contacted by this like mystery guy over the phone, who claims that Ellie is still alive, her daughter, and that he has her, and that if she wants her back alive, she has to pay him $5,000. So obviously she's told, don't pay any attention. It's clearly someone trying to get money out of you. It's clearly a trick. But at some point she does become convinced that this person is telling the truth. So she goes to meet him, and it turns out to be her friend's brother, the one who we saw in the first episode, the one where he's basically got a drug addiction, and we saw Mare dealing with them, and the sister didn't want him living with her because of all the she's got a family and what have you. So he turns out to be the one contacting Dawn, and Dawn sort of catches him out, like because what happens is he just snatches the money off her and does a runner, and his hood like falls off, and so Dawn sees who it is. But so it's kind of a trick on his part, I guess, because he wanted more drug money. So there's that. I mean, that felt like a bit of a cheap fake out in a way, because it just seems like we're set up for one thing, and then it just, I don't know, it just felt a little bit cheap, like they could have done more with it, or it's the sort of thing where you think, well, either reveal something big about the killer or something, or then Ellie is still alive, or it's like they didn't do one thing or the other, and it's obviously a plot that's kind of there to cause more drama with Dawn, and her friend, because it's it's her brother, of course. But so there's that. But I guess it does plant the seeds about that Ellie could still be alive, and that's what we actually see at the end, that Ellie and also Missy are both still alive. Missy is the other girl, the one who's attacked during the episode. And so we see, I think it's Missy taken back to this place, like this sort of bar type place, and sort of thrown in like some sort of a barn in the back or something like that. And Ellie's there as well. So that's the big reveal, that Ellie is still alive. So it obviously, I mean, Aaron is definitely dead, of course, but because all three worked as like prostitutes, then it does suggest that there's some sort of connection here to what happened to Aaron. So kind of another good ending, another like intriguing ending, and so that stuff was good. Also, there's sort of a potential love triangle with Mare, because Colin definitely has the hots for her, definitely likes her. He asks her out on a date, and there's sort of like this comedy beat where she has to decide who to go out with, because Richard has also asked her out on the Saturday, and it's sort of a funny line when her mother asks her later, "Oh, are you going out with Richard tonight?" And she says, I don't know yet." So it's like she's caught between the two. But could Colin be the murderer? I'm not sure. I just have a feeling about him. Just a couple of scenes in this episode where he's acting a bit weird. I also wondered because of the way he pursued like the local deacon in this episode, and I just we find out then I think his mother's quite religious as well, but just the way he was pursuing him, it was almost like he wanted him to be guilty, or he wanted to sort of put it on someone so that if he is the killer, maybe it doesn't sort of reflect on him. But there was just a couple of scenes in this episode where he was acting sort of suspicious, and they could almost do that sort of thing with Mare if they start dating or something, where it could put her in danger if it does turn out that he's like the killer. So yeah, I just have a feeling it could be Colin. I just feel that it's someone they could go for, someone who's like an outsider and has come into town, and maybe he could have made it happen that he's the one put on the case in a way to like control things, and so that things don't track back to him. But who knows? But there's, in a way, it would be a bit of a shame because I am quite enjoying the stuff with him and Mare. But we'll see, I guess. It's just something that's come into my head really watching this episode. But that's pretty much the meaty stuff. I mean, there's some drama with Becca and with Yvonne and her new girlfriend. Because she breaks it off with Becca because of seeing this other woman, the DJ, who I didn't, for some reason, I didn't realise was supposed to be older than her, because Yvonne sort of keeps that from her family that she's like dating someone, and I think that's going to be a big thing now that Mare's going to like disapprove of her seeing someone quite a bit older than her. I'm not sure exactly what the age difference is supposed to be, but yeah, there's a scene where Becca like goes to see her in this episode, and Yvonne comes home with her new girlfriend, and they start going at it. And like Becca's on the couch with her like headphones on, so she doesn't hear them come in. So there's this big freak out moment where they sort of lay eyes on each other, and Yvonne tries to get to her, says, no, Becca, wait, but she's already gone. She shoots out the door, and she actually knocks her Mare's mother down as she's leaving, so she has to go to the hospital. But big moment of drama here. And when Mare comes home, she like finds out that she sees the girl who Yvonne's dating. So I think she's gonna have something to say about that, I think. But there you have it. That's the episode. Mare of Easttown, episode 4. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I will be back with a review of episode 5 soon. Like and subscribe. It really helps. Share the video out if you like it. Also literally share the video out on social media. That will help it get to more people. And of course, subscribe to the channel. But thanks for listening, and goodbye.